Double D here. I'm gonna photobomb these guys. All right, so I'm live at Origins GameFair. Just played in a demo of a game that I will show you, which I actually bought. I thought it was pretty cool. Had some potential. So I'm gonna turn this around so you don't see my ugly old face. We will walk the convention hall a little bit. We'll go into the open game area. We did the vendor hall last time, so we'll kind of go into the open game area. You can get a sense of that, and yeah, you just listen to the ramblings of an old man. All right. So this is the Columbus Convention, a very nice convention center. I'm trying to think of how, because the only one I would want to compare it to is probably Indy. And I think if you add up like all the extra stuff they do, like all the extra space, it might actually even be bigger than Indy. But as far as like actual game space and stuff like that, it's smaller. But it's very nice. I'm going to show you guys something really weird before we go in the open gaming area. I'll tell you a little bit about last night's game. I played a game of Shadow Dark. There we go. Those guys did not have badges on. You only need the badges to get inside the vendor hall, the open gaming. Other than that, this is open to the public, I think. I'm in love with a pizza place called Late Night Pizza. I think it's called like Mikey's Late Night Slice. I am ashamed to admit it, but I have eaten there 2 days in a row, like lunch and dinner. Little ashamed to admit it, but it's got like a bar in it. God, the pizza's really good, and I don't know. I just kind of like the atmosphere. All right, so I'll show you the big head and how disturbing it is. Very disturbing. Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Do you see it? Do you see the head? Apparently you can put it'll take your picture and like you'll end up here. I'm not sure why you would want that. Just soak it in, guys. Soak it in. Wow. That is, that's a little kid, I'm sure. Yep, this is like a piece of modern art, I guess. I don't know what to say. What do you do? What do you do? Okay. So I think this is how you do it. It's called As We Are. Touch anywhere to begin. Oh boy. English. Please watch. I'm going to skip this. I'm not going to give my email. Alright, so we're going to skip that. Alright, here we go, guys. So align your head. This is going to be spread out to convention goers forever. Good enough. I approve it. Oh my god, it's going to be displayed in a minute. All right.
So you're like one of those like Mercy? Yeah.
Soy face. Behold, soon, your new god. I think. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. Wow. There we go. It said in a minute. There it is. There it is. For all time. That is going to give people some nightmares. Wow. Wait till I tell Mrs. D that I am on the face. It's very, very odd. Okay, so this is the game hall, open game. This is where people do their thing. Wild Bill's over there. They come to all these conventions. They sell you, in all fairness, a pretty nice mug, and then you pay a flat fee every day, and you can fill it up as much as you want. So, is it worth the money? Well, I use my Wild Bill mug all the time at home, and by all the time I mean for everything. Like Mrs. D says, Double D, you're gonna get a disease because you don't wash that damn thing. And so this is the game I played. It's called Swords and Sails. I liked it. I love this map. So this is 1000 AD. And you can play a bunch of different factions. I think it's kind of an area of control game. Definitely a lot of historic elements to it. Pretty cool though. I fell in love with the map. Like the map to me was like really, really nice. Walk slow, bud. I will try to walk slow. Not give you guys a like vertigo. I'll slow walk it. I will be as a brother walking across the street. Very, very, very slow. So that I picked up that game. I played it for about 2 hours. It was very nice. There was a cute girl next to me and her father were playing. She was probably like 12 or 13. She was the Queen of England. I was France. We fought. She won. Tried to invade Battle of Hastings style. So I'm going to give just a look-see in and all this stuff. This looks like some sort of like post-apocalyptic. You got like some nice matchboxes and stuff like that. nice. Twilight Imperium. I played this yesterday. The game of games. Came in about third. See the guy in the yellow over there? He won. He was at our table. He's one of the hosts. He played the Yisrael tribes. I hate Yisrael. Those are for people that like to game the system and get a bunch of action cards. All that stuff. The open game area is where you get all these nice little setups for, basically like war games, stuff like that. Very nice. I don't know what game this is.
I usually get sweatshirts, but they only have a zip-up one, so I have one. But I wear it at
Yeah, always are these very, very beautiful terrain displays. I bought a tower at CNYCon that I think a lot of you saw me paint up. I did a members only stream, so if you're not a member and want to get a hold of that, you can do that. I try to do that like once a month, just member only stuff. But yeah, back the Twilight Imperium game. It was a good game. A little frustrating because there were a couple of players there. Like I was unsure of a couple of rules because I've only played like once in the last couple of years, so I just need a little refresher. And even though there were people who knew maybe like every bit of the rules, they didn't know how to play. I mean, they were not playing correctly. And that host guy in the yellow back there, he was sitting next to one of them. If you're sitting next to somebody, one of your neighbors doesn't know how to play Twilight Imperium, you're going to have a good game because you can take advantage of them. So a lot of it does sort of depend on who you're next to. Stuff here, a lot of stuff going on. Looks like they're just getting. There you go. I promise to show. I will say this. Oddly enough, I don't know. Maybe it's because this is a little more kind of board games and role-playing games. I've seen a lot more. We always talk about the brothers and sisters here. I've seen a lot more brothers than I did at Gen Con, which is good. It's great. Love it. Maybe it's just Columbus too. Maybe Columbus is just a little bit more, diverse, as they say. But it's still not. Don't get me wrong. It's still like 98% like white, people, and overwhelmingly like white guys here. So I just promise to show what you see. You can kind of see, get a general sense. It's a lot of white folks. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with anyone else here too. As we know, though, we always hate it when they lie and say, well, you white guys, you need to leave the hobby ASAP. No, we're not. Don't think we're leaving. Ain't leaving anytime soon. Yep. Pretty typical table. It's just a bunch of dudes, a couple of girls. To see. So this is more like there is a game library where you I'll read some of your chats here in a moment. So this is where you like if you bring a game and you just want to set it up, maybe there's Dragon Strike. If you just want to bring a game and set it up, you can do that here. There's a game library way over yonder. You just leave them your driver's license, and you can get a game from their library and just play it. We did that. I think it was Thursday night. We played Copenhagen, which is like a Tetris style board game. Wow, this looks very cool. It's like dinosaurs on that table. Love that. Primacy, prototype. Matt Savage, a defender for 11 months. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Right here. Splendor. Some of these games you sure have heard of, even if you're more of a role player. Over to the lending library here. And what you can do too is when you get a game, they have these players wanted signs, so you just grab one of those and put it on your table. If somebody's just looking to come down, you're here alone and you're just raw dogging it, you just look for a game to jump into. Hey, if you're open to playing, yeah, and there you go. There you see like the library over there. Sure, a lot of great board games. These look like they're for sale, not so much for lending. Rio Grande, big board game manufacturer. Ooh, I can show you what I'm contemplating. I don't know if I'm going to. Don't know if I'm going to.
Yes, that's all right.
Hey, that's some board game there. Hard to tell what that one was. Yeah. I know some of you guys are. Lord, there's a lone bloody machete on the ground. Looks like somebody came down with a bad case of murder. An acute case of murder. More of the board games. Great Western Trail, I think, here. Oh yes, this is what I want to show you. I'm contemplating getting one of these game toppers. I don't know. I don't know if I am. I really like this though. I think the way it works is it folds up into this, and they have a couple of leaves, so you can expand the size. This is where on the first night we were here, I saw these, and Sam Healy must be working for them, or doing some work for them, I should say, because he was my sales rep. Sam Healy from Dice Tower, ex-employee of the Dice Tower. Very cool. Right now, my game table, also the streaming table, the table you always see, that is a craps table that I bought from Wayfair. And I like it because it has there literally is, if you move aside the top, there is like a craps well in there, which I don't take advantage of nearly enough. That tabletop, the craps tabletop is like really, really, really heavy. And I can get a little bit more room with one of those game toppers. I don't know. It's gonna be like $1,100. So I don't know. All right, let's see what some of you mooks are saying. Sean, first one in. Do we get to see the giant face? You were the first comment. You got to see the giant face. Fat Con, be nice. Be nice. Zardoz, yeah. Free RPG day. What is the weight limit to come here? Be nice. Be nice. XXL. You guys are brutal. Crawford. People still wear masks. A few here and there. Honestly, I think we're just in a point in society where that's just going to happen. There's always going to be a couple. That guy was slow walking. Something I can help you with, Tiger? Yeah, no, not to approach. Crawford, a lot less insane. Well, yeah, I mean, Ryan, semen retention money, $2. Done and done. Done and done, amigo. Done and done. Yeah, look, here's what you have to give you guys some fair warning as we make our way out. Maybe I'll go back into the vendor hall a little bit first, those of you that weren't there yesterday. A lady in the night, that is a man in a dress, but that is okay. Honestly, you will see, if you go to a big gaming convention now, you will see a lot more trans people than you will minorities. I mean, like a lot more. A lot more. Having said that, it's still very, very tiny. You guys have to keep things in perspective. And I guess what I would caution you about is just know that in any group of people like this, despite the reputation of, oh my god, it's so woke there, it's woke. Ooh, Warlord Games. I love Warlord Games. Cool. Second. Put a pin in that. Just gonna see if they have anything I want here. I know if Shark was watching, he'd be geeking out. I told my local game store that I wanted Blucher's Prussians, but I think they forgot. I have the British and Napoleons too. Actually, I think these are epic battles. These are like almost 15 millimeter. And I think they're coming out with an American Revolution one, which is actually kind of exciting. I kind of dig that. So you can do Napoleonic. You can do American Revolution. They have pike and shot at that scale. And they also have epic like Roman Empire, like Rome versus Carthage. Warlord Games is a great company. Love their stuff. Excuse me. You look like a man on a mission. I may come back here a little bit later. Yeah, I think that's what they're promoting here. You know, the American. That's their epic battles. But this guy really looks like he's an employee. But... Hey, excuse me. When does the epic battles American Revolution come out?
Next month. We'll do it next month.
Next month, okay.
Right now. We actually have the only box of it in the US right there, and the screws are down there too.
Oh, okay. Let's. There we go. Yeah. Beautiful.
So then at the end later next year, I'll bring it up.
Oh, excellent.
Revolution.
Yes, that's our sales guy.
Only box in the U.S., he says. All right, so yeah, I'll definitely be picking up Revolution when that comes out. The only thing is, you don't have to paint those minis if you don't want to, but obviously everybody wants to if you're a hobbyist. So, and it does take time. Pretty much my Napoleonic French are done. Working my way through the British at my leisure. All right, so this is the game hall is connected to the vendor hall. Vendor hall is connected to the knee bone. Knee bone's connected to the. So, my point. Oh boy. Triple D took a wrong turn here. I feel like I'm gonna get mugged. It's a cargo elevator, maybe? Yeah, it's got to be a cargo elevator. Yeah, so it's just normal gamers here. These are mostly the bog standard gamers you'd have gotten when the hobby wasn't woke, whatever. Just generally, I mean, yeah, there's probably a lot of folks that we would disagree with, maybe politically or culturally, but generally, I've not seen one obnoxious person. They may have had like pink hair, the nose rings and all that. Nobody's been obnoxious. Everybody's been fairly friendly. Yes, Ozempic could probably do a killing if they put a table somewhere in here. In the same respect, basically friendly people, good people, nice people. So that's why I kind of don't subscribe to the, you're going to Origins, that's the woke convention. I mean, okay, yeah, it's just, how do you tell? I mean, you can count up, the pink hairs, whatever, it doesn't, who cares, I mean, I don't know. Basically, is there good games? Can you have fun? Can you get into some good games here? And I would just submit too, you got guys like Jeff Talenian from Hyperborea here. Well, so what? Is there something wrong with Jeff Talenian trying to sell his game to gamers? I think sometimes you fall into this. You have these blinders on. You have like a blind spot to where we're all. All right. So, wrestling card game. If it wasn't a card game, I might be interested. But yeah, I mean, do you only want to sell your stuff to the same audience? They're going to get tired of it. It's like you gotta. When you minister, when the Roman Catholic Church sends out missionaries. Do they send them to far-flung places like Sicily, Florence? It's like, okay, so I would say, unless you're facing, and this is the problem, that the organizers of these conventions sometimes are the real. Some of them are loons. So they may try to stop you, for lack of a better word, from coming, or not approve you being a vendor. Now that's a whole different can of worms. If that happens, then screw that. And I know Gamma, they can be pretty bad, but I don't know. Like I said, see guys like Hyperborea, Jeff Tellinian, some other ones that like Warlord Games. They're certainly not woke. A lot of places. I don't know. It's just me being a little philosophical. There we go. A lot more people here today, I think. And they warned me that there would be more people here on Saturday because this is when some of the locals start coming in. The locals will come in on Saturday and Sunday. Even so, this is like a breeze crowd-wise compared to the Gen Con Vendor Hall. Gen Con Vendor Hall Saturday, because that's when all the indie normies come in. It's almost you can't move. Best time in the indie vendor hall is actually Friday, because there's the initial swell where everybody goes in like, oh, I gotta go to the vendor hall, That's on Thursday when the convention opens, and same here on a much lesser scale. And then Friday, a lot of people have done their shopping and they just get into the gaming. And then Saturday is when they get that pickup from all the locals. So actually, if you're top tip from Double D there, if you can avoid the initial rush where you're looking for something, Friday is actually the best time to hit up this place. Let me look and see what you guys are talking about. Matt Savage, gotta run. No problem. Thanks for tuning in. Crawford, you're 55. Welcome to the club. Yeah, they're basically kind and considerate. Yeah, so all I'm saying is, guys, don't feel like you have to hold up to some code of conduct because somebody online, whether it's me or somebody else, said you shouldn't go to that convention. Dude, if it's something you want to do with your family and you're going to have a good time there because you have family and friends with you, then just, I'll start to walk a little bit here. I got to meet Mrs. D for lunch. Mrs. D and daughter D. So go down a little bit. I actually wanted to pick up a Hyperborea DM screen, so maybe I'll do that as well. Yeah, but don't let anybody talk you out of it just because somebody says, "Oh, that's the X that's where they do this." That if there's 80,000 or 20,000 people in any group, there's always going to be a very small percentage of kooks and lunatics, and I'm sure they're here. And then there's just going to be a lot of people who are here like they don't know anything about YouTube, or maybe they only have a sense of what's going on in the industry, but they're just here to game, so they don't care. With a lot of these people, they just want to have fun. I mean, it's just nobody. I've only seen, honestly, one person here that I kind of actively dislike. Maybe two if she's here with them, and that's just Chris Pramus and Nicole Lindroos from Green Ronin. I don't like people who admit that they are essentially terrorists. And this is where you can kind of say, well, Origins, where are there double standards here? Are there double standards? There's a lot of like rainbow stuff. People really lean into the rainbow, but I think that's actually more Columbus, believe it or not. The convention has just your normal. You'd find pretty much the same amount of kind of pandering at a Gen Con or probably Gary Con or any of those other ones. But It's a Bell Night. That's kind of neat. All right. You can see Jeff over there. Does Hyperborea have a DM screen? I don't want to bother him if he's. Ryan, how you doing? Ryan, how you doing? That's Nilsson and Nikolai. Yeah, they're. Krispy Kreme should have set up a cup of. Be nice. Be nice. All right, so it's going to be a shorter one. See what time it is here. 1:25. Yeah, I gotta head out. I'll bother Jeff in a little bit here. I told Mrs. D and daughter D I would meet them at the gigantic head. The big head. So, time to head back over. I'll let you walk with me, though. Because I'm like that. I'm like that. No slow walking now. I'm gonna get the fast double D. Oh, it's till last night. Those of you that were around at the beginning, I'll come swing around to it. Yeah, so I played Shadow Dark last night. My buddy Haster ran it in a private room. He keeps saying, you know what, Double D, next year we could open up these rooms, ShadowCon. So consider it, because we'll probably be back. I would imagine, probably, just because it's so close to us. It's only like 3.5 hours from us, so drive that standing on my head. Yeah, but so Haster ran Shadow Dark, and he did the old Ravenloft module, which is fun. I'm going to just use the Shadow Dark rules for it. I was a butt-kicking fighter. Human, of course. I had to kind of turn my brain off because I know that castle so well now. Whoops, pardon me. Yeah, a lot more people here today. Still not too bad.
I'm here for it.
Not too bad. Somebody lost their crown. Is this seat 25A? She kicked me in the stomach. I saw they were giving those crowns out. It's at some booth. They were just like for free. I was tempted to strap one on and start yelling about people kicking me in the stomach. It's like a deep cut for some of you, I know. Viral moment. Alrighty. Going up to the end here. There's Master Chef. Oh, Master Chief. I'm sorry, Master Chief. So we are heading out probably tomorrow. Not a huge, like with Indy and Gen Con, whenever we've gone, it's always like, all right, we got to get on the road. Here, it's only 3.5 hours for us, so technically we could linger. I mean, we're out of our hotel room, but we got to schlep all the stuff we bought back to the car. Here's that back alley where you're going to get shivved. And voila, back out. Good Lord, what is going on here? Kids working out some aggression. All right, so look at this. Look at how much fun these kids are having. All right, so what I'm saying is, would you deprive your kid of that kind of fun? Hey, Dad, I really want to go beat up on other kids with Nerf weapons. Oh, I'm sorry, son, we can't do that because, you know, some dude online said, you know, this convention is too woke. I mean, just go with it. Life's too short. It's got the Burger King crown on. He kicked me in the stomach. Okay, we're getting close to the head here. And that means Double D is going to sign off. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Love ya. I don't think I missed anything important. Well, I mean, it's all important, but... all right, guys. Playing a game at 3 p.m. Outgunned. My buddy Jody, who's friends with Haster, is going to run that. So that should be fun. We'll see. Never played that before. You guys have a great Saturday. Who knows? If I'm feeling a little frisky tomorrow, maybe I'll fire up one last one as we leave. So, if not, you'll see me soon. Alrighty, we're gonna go get lunch. No pizza today. Can't have any more. All right, peace. Love you guys. Take care. Soon we will talk. There we go.